Hey, folks, before we get started here with today's episode, I want to point out that this is going to be one of those My Other Podcast spotlight episodes that I do every once in a while here for Just Another Fanboy. This is actually a fairly recent episode. This was just released this past Friday on the 18th, but I enjoyed recording the episode so much that it's the one that I thought I would share with y'all. I don't like to put in the titles of the episodes anymore here out on the Just Another Fanboy feed that it is a My Other Podcast spotlight, mainly because it makes the title too long and it makes it hard for me to fit on that little graphic that I put together for the website. So that's why I'm jumping in right here at the beginning to let you all know this is a spotlight of episode. Well, it's not a spotlight of episode 158. This is episode number 158. Well, not this part. This part is all new just for y'all. Nobody on the Patreon got this, but everybody on the Patreon got everything after this before y'all did. What am I trying to say? I think I'm trying to say is that if you want stuff that nobody else is getting except for the folks over at the Patreon, or what I like to call the Just Another Fan Club, then get over there and become a member. Literally, can't even say the word. I'm so excited. It's literally $1 a month. That's it. Minimum. You can pay more. There's other options. You could pay $2 a month. You could pay $3 a month. You could pay $4 a month. You could pay $5 a month. You could pay $300 a month. It doesn't really matter. The minimum is $1. And then every single week, every single Friday, you're going to get more of me talking to you. I don't think I thought this through very much. Oh, well, here's the episode.
Hold on, I'm coming. Hold on. Who is it?
It's Leon.
Leon who?
Leon me when you're not strong. Hello and welcome to another episode of My Other Podcast. I'm your host. My name is Steve Wren. Welcome. Did I say Steve Wren? I think I did. I think I said Steve Wren. Please don't call me Steve Wren. Please don't. Please don't do that. I'd appreciate it if you didn't do that. Anyway, I want to apologize to everybody over here on my Patreon. That's what the problem was. I was thinking ahead of what I was going to say as I was doing that intro, and I was thinking of the word Patreon as I was staying. Good Lord, I'm doing it again. Let me explain. So as I was saying the word Steven, I was thinking of the word Patreon, and it came out Steveren. And then just a minute ago, I was thinking of the word Steven when I was saying the word saying, and it came out as staying. Do you see how the mind, how the mental faculties can just poke you in the face with a fork? Can you see how that's possible? So basically what I am trying to say here is, first of all, I'm going to apologize up front for the joke, for the knock-knock joke, except I'm not going to apologize for it because it was pretty amazing. Wasn't it? Wasn't it amazing? I just thought of that. It's not the joke. I found the joke online. I don't write that kind of stuff. I can't write jokes that are gold like that. No, the idea for doing a knock-knock joke and then actually using my front door as a prop, that just came to me a moment ago because this entire episode is going to be coming to me in a moment. And that's the reason why I need to apologize, because I'm supposed to be recording our book of the month for December, which is Homesick Pilots, issue number 1 from Image Comics. But like last week, I'm just not prepared. I was ready mentally. Yesterday, I was telling myself, okay, so tomorrow you have to get up and at some point during the day, maybe during your lunch break, reread Homesick Pilots number 1 so that Thursday night, because today is Thursday, you can sit down and speak, well, not intelligently, because since when have I ever spoken intelligently about anything? But I can at least speak about the book while having the memories of the book in my noggin. But I forgot to read it because today just got away from me. And so I figured that I would just challenge myself to do one of these episodes in which I have nothing at all prepared, just see what comes off the top of my head. and speak about it. Actually, one thing that I would like to speak about, and my family is already sick of me talking about it, is how angry I am at eBay. Let me explain. I'm going to pull up an email real quick. Clickety click click. That's the sound of my mouse clicking away as I'm pulling up an email. Clickety click clack, clickety cluck, clockety click click. And I can't find it all of a sudden. Here it is. Okay, so Monday night at 11:30, actually it was 11:28 p.m. I had just finished editing and putting up my episode for Tuesday for Just Another Fanboy. I was feeling really good about myself, which is fairly uncommon for me. I'm usually, if anybody is going to be hard on me and make me feel like crap, it's going to be me, keep it in the family per se. So I was feeling pretty good about myself because I thought the episode turned out fairly well. It was the Three Jokers episode. Don't get me started on that because for some reason, nobody is listening to that episode. And when I say nobody, I don't mean nobody because obviously y'all have listened to it and a few other people have listened to it. But otherwise, nobody else has listened to it. Just the really important, super cool, awesome people have listened to it. But we'll talk about that in a minute. I finished the episode. I thought it sounded really good. I'd edit it. I'd put it up. I was ready to go to bed. And then I see an email pop up from eBay. And right away, I'm excited because sometimes when an email comes in from eBay, it's telling me, you just sold a book. You got money coming, son. Yeah, yeah. And then I get really excited and I stand up and I do a little dance. And then I get really tired because it takes a lot out of me to do a little dance. Just a little dance. That's the problem with me right now. I'm so freaking out of shape that just doing a little dance takes a lot out of me. But I open it up and I'm really excited. I'm expecting, yeah, yeah. But here's what I get. I'm going to clear my throat. Get ready. Your eBay account has been suspended. Hello, Stephen or else. We have reviewed the activity we have seen connected to your account. As a result, your account has been suspended because we believe this activity presents a risk to our eBay community. We do not make this decision lightly. Building a trusted marketplace where people around the world can buy and sell safely is our first priority. This suspension is permanent and means that you will not be able to participate in any buying or selling activities on eBay. In addition, any other accounts that you own or that are associated with this account will also be suspended. We regret the frustration or inconvenience this may cause you. However, there is no appeal for this decision. If you have questions about this message, please click help at the top of most eBay pages. Now, they finish it off with, we appreciate your understanding. Thanks, eBay. Please don't reply to this message. It is sent from an address that doesn't accept incoming mail. So let's talk about this email for a second, shall we? First off, they don't explain to me what I've done. They make me feel like a criminal, like I've done something shady. And I can tell you, I have done nothing shady. At the time that I received this email, I had sold 5 books through eBay. 5 books. 3 of them I had just put in the mail that morning, Monday morning. They sold over the weekend. I just put them in the mail Monday morning. The other 2 books had already arrived at their destinations. The people had opened them. They loved them. They gave me each a positive review. So 2 complete transactions, 2 positive reviews. What am I doing wrong? I don't know, because they don't tell me. Then here's the kicker, because they have this line in here that says, if you have questions about this message, please click help at the top of most eBay pages. Well, here's the problem with that, Jack. There is nothing on the help pages that helps me at all with this situation. There appears to be no way whatsoever to get into contact with anybody at eBay unless you do it through chat. But here's another kicker, Jack. You can't use chat unless you have a valid account. Well, I don't have a valid account anymore because they freaking suspended it. So what do? Nothing. I just take it. I just take it in the ear. So I am freaking raging frustrated Monday night. I have a really hard time sleeping. When I have something like that on my mind, especially something where it just feels like this company is accusing me of being shady and I have no way to defend myself. You know, You should be able to face your accuser. You should be able to defend yourself when somebody accuses you of something. But I have no opportunity to do that, and I felt like complete crap. I had much trouble sleeping on Monday, woke up on Tuesday, put a big tweet out there about it, had a bunch of people with some very helpful information, but in the end, it did me no good because there's nothing, absolutely nothing I can do. Someone did, however, point out a site to me called Mercari. Now, this is an eBay-like site where I can sell comic books. And I did finally put some books up today, and I sold one already. So, yippee-yay. Let's hope they don't suspend me either. Because if they do, then I'm obviously doing something wrong. Now, as I was putting books up on this Mercari place, I did start to think that I wonder if there is, because when I take pictures of the comics, I take a full picture of the cover, I take a picture of each four corners so you can see what might be flawed with the book. And then I would turn it over and take a picture of the back and take a picture of all four corners of the back. Well, I realized today as I was putting books up on this Mercari that maybe, I don't know, because the backs of comic books are ads for other products. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe they thought I was advertising for other products on eBay because I was showing pictures of these advertisements that were on the back. I don't know why I said advertisements, but maybe that was it. I don't know. It doesn't feel like that based on the email I got, but I don't know. I don't know. And frankly, I'm tired of even trying to figure out what I did wrong. I'm going to just move on with my life and hope that Mercari makes a buttload of money off of me because eBay's getting nothing out of me at this point. Now, let me talk about the Three Jokers episode real quick, because like I said, I finished recording that episode. I edited it. I can never say edited without feeling like a fool. I edited, about, you know what I'm trying to say. I got it all ready to go. And of course, when you do that, you have to listen back to it at least once. And I felt really good about the episode. Sometimes you record an episode that you're really excited about putting up there because you think when people listen to this, they're really going to enjoy this. They're going to think it's funny. They're going to be entertained. They're going to have a really good time with this episode. And so I was really excited to get it up there and get people listening to it. And there's not very many people listening to this episode. Not this one right here, but the Three Jokers episode. And I don't know why. Again, I'm confused, just like I am with the whole eBay thing. I don't know what's going on. Is it the subject? Are people just like me? Because honestly, one of the whole arguments I make, or one of the big things I talk about in the episode, is that I was not going to read Batman Three Jokers because A, I'm sick of Batman, and B, I'm sick of the Joker. So why would I want to read a freaking Batman story about the Joker? So I avoided it. And it wasn't until Harold didn't have to talk me into reading it, but he told me he really enjoyed it and it was free to read on Hoopla. So I thought I'd give it a try and I ended up really enjoying it. So are people not listening to the episode because, like me, they're sick of Batman and they're sick of the Joker? And so they see the episode come up and they go, oh, another podcast episode about Batman and the Joker. Blah. I'm not going to listen to that stupid thing. Well, if that's the case, they're doing themselves a disservice because I thought it was a darn fine episode. And I know y'all agree. I know you do. I know it in my heart. And I know in my heart of hearts, which is a weird saying, your heart of hearts. Does that mean you have two hearts? And in both of those hearts is one heart that shares two hearts that beat as one? I don't know. I should probably let everybody know that Sunday I will be sitting down for another live stream. This week I'm talking to Brad Milo. He's one of the three hosts of Half Hour Wasted. I'm trying to go around that hosting circle right there. I've already talked to Frank A. Rincon tomorrow or Sunday, and it's not even tomorrow. I don't know why I said tomorrow, because as I'm recording this, it's Thursday. So Sunday I'm going to talk to Brad Milo. And then hopefully at some point in January, maybe February, I'll get to talk to Bill McGonnell. And then I'll round out the whole Half Hour Wasted hosting thing, having talked to all three of them. And then maybe one day they'll ask me to be on one of their episodes. I doubt it. I was on one of their episodes a long, long time ago, back in maybe 2007, possibly 2008. I was on there to talk about Monty Python because I'm a bit of a Monty Python expert, or at least I used to be. I've forgotten most of what I used to know. But my son was quite the young little dude at the time, and he had not quite come to grips with this whole autism thing that he has going on. So at one point during the episode, he comes into me with his little toy guitar that had one of the strings had broken on it. It's one of those like toy Mickey Mouse guitars with the plastic strings. And he was just super upset about it. And I ended up having to leave in the middle of the episode to help take care of his guitar. And looking back on it, I probably shouldn't have been podcasting anyway at that time, much less taking more time away from a special needs kid to be on other people's podcasts. But, you know, we live and then we learn, and then we don't learn from our mistakes, and then we're doomed to repeat them, and then we suffer, and then we learn some more, and then hopefully we change a little bit because of that every time, right? That's all we can ask out of life. Brad and I on Sunday are going to be talking about season 2 of The Mandalorian. As this episode airs for y'all on the Patreon, it is Friday. It is the day that the final episode of season 2 of The Mandalorian goes up on Disney Plus. I will not be able to watch it until later in the day, which really is kind of a bummer. One of the nice things about being able to work from home during this whole pandemic thing is that instead of waiting until I get home from work to watch these episodes of The Mandalorian as they come on Disney Plus, I only have to wait till lunch to watch them. And I think that's pretty awesome. But I have to go into the office on Friday. And while I won't be there all day, I will be there through lunch. So I am going to have to wait until the end of the workday to watch it. And then I'm going to try to spend the weekend rewatching season 2, which I'm sure will make my children thrilled because they all love Star Wars. That was sarcasm, if you're not aware. And then on Sunday, sit down with Brad and we'll talk about the entire season and how we felt about it. Now, I have mentioned before that with these live streams, they're not always going to be on Sundays at 1 p.m. Central. This live stream will be on Sunday, but we cannot do it until 5 p.m. Central. So keep that in mind. It is a good idea to subscribe to the YouTube channel and then hit that bell or whatever it is so that you get notifications. So that if you don't want to try to remember each week when I'm going to be live streaming, but you do want to be a part of it, and by that I mean watching it live and asking questions and sending comments and whatnot during the show, then you need to be subscribed to get those notifications so that you know when it's starting. But I'm really looking forward to that. I will have a version of Steven's game, the Star Wars edition, just for Brad. We'll see how he does as far as what his score will be compared to Frank's on Frank's episode. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about, you probably should go watch Frank's episode. I would think that would probably be a good idea. For some reason, I was turning the microphone as the longer I talked, for some reason the microphone was rotating in my hand. I sit I sit on my couch while I'm recording, and so I don't put my microphone on a stand. But it's one of those unidirectional microphones, I guess that's what it's called, meaning you have to talk into it through one side. You can't be anywhere around the microphone and it'll pick you up. And for some reason, as I was talking, the microphone just started rotating in my hand and I had no idea why. And I'm watching the episode being recorded and I noticed that the wavelengths, the waveforms were getting smaller and I couldn't figure out why. And I looked at the microphone and said, hey, you're not holding it the right way anymore. So hopefully there's not a whole section of this episode that's completely ruined because of that. Beyond that, just a reminder that season 3 of Just Another Fanboy ends on December 31st. That is when the final episode of Just Another Fanboy season 3 will be released. Then I'm going to take at least 6 weeks off. I have it all planned out so that during that time that I'm off, every Tuesday and Thursday, you're going to get an audio version of the live streams that I have been and will have been doing up to that point. And it's all coincided so that when I come back with season 4 of Just Another Fanboy, the first episode that week will be the audio version of the live stream from that previous Sunday. So it'll be like Sunday will be a live stream, and then Tuesday will be the audio version of the live stream, and then Thursday will be just a regular episode. And that's how we'll continue to go through season 4 until I run out of people to talk to on my live streams. And even then, I may still continue to do, if I have a week where I have nobody to talk to on a live stream, I will try to figure out how I can do one of those live streams by my lonesome. Maybe by that point, I will have enough subscribers and enough of you will be able to participate in watching them live that folks will want to show up and ask me questions and just dumb junk like that. Just stupid, dumb, stupid junk like that. I don't know what else I have to say. I think I'm pretty much done with this episode. Looking forward to the final season. Looking forward to that final episode of The Mandalorian. I can't wait to talk about it with Brad. They sent me an email yesterday that is giving me another free month of CBS All Access. I have had a account to CBS All Access 2 times. It's been active twice. Both times was because they gave me a month for free. And I kind of want to take advantage of it again because the new version of The Stand just started on there this week. I have till the 24th to redeem this offer and get a full month of CBS All Access for free. But I don't want to do that because there's 10 episodes of The Stand and they're releasing weekly. So I'm not going to be able to watch all 10 episodes of The Stand before my trial ends. And I'm going to be too tempted to keep going with that trial just to finish The Stand. So I don't know what I'm going to do at this point. I may just wait until The Stand is over and then pay for a month of CBS All Access so that I can watch The Stand because I really want to watch The Stand. If you listen to last week's My Other Podcast, which was 5 books I think you should really read or something to that effect, one of those 5 books was The Stand. It's one of my favorite books of all time. And I do rather enjoy the original miniseries that came out back in the 80s, as horrible as it was, or it might have been the early 90s. It was fairly bad, but I still quite enjoy it. And I think this new version should be pretty good. And I really do want to see it, but I'll have to wait until it's done. Beyond that, a couple of big comic book news things came out this week that I'm super freaking excited about. In March, we have found out what Daniel Warren Johnson is going to be working on next. And he's going to be working on a comic for Marvel Comics, a 5-issue miniseries, working with Mike Spicer again, who's the colorist that has worked on all his stuff with him. And it's a Beta Ray Bill 5-issue miniseries. And he's already put some art up and it looks freaking amazing. So unfortunately, I may have to just wait until that comes on Marvel Unlimited since I have that service. And I think they have changed Marvel Unlimited so that new issues now show up 3 months later instead of 6 months later. So that's what, March, April, May, June. I only have to wait till June. I think I can do that. It's going to be hard, but I think I can do that. DC, on the other hand, Tom Taylor had mentioned a week or two ago that he had an announcement coming up regarding what he and Bruno Redondo would be working on next. And I'm super excited about whatever those two are going to work on together, because they worked on some of the Injustice books together, but the thing I know them both for the most as far as working together on a project is the Suicide Squad, which I still haven't finished. I haven't been able to get that last issue, but it's an amazing series up to that point. But they're going to be doing a Nightwing book, and I have never in my life read a Nightwing book. Never wanted to, never been interested in Nightwing. But now I'm going to have to start reading Nightwing, I guess, because I love Tom Taylor. I love Bruno Redondo. So looks like I'm going to start reading Nightwing in March, I guess, or waiting until they come out in trade and read them through Hoopla probably is a little more accurate, because you got to have money to read books when they come out on time, right? And that's one thing I don't have. Maybe here's a goal we can set for the Patreon. If I can get up to $50 a month on the Patreon by March, I will get both of those books each month that they come out. Let's just put that out there. Let's start that. The Steven wants to read some awesome comics telethon. Let's get us up to $50 a month or more. Can we do that? How do we do that? How do I do a telethon? I don't know. I don't have a bunch of people that can sing and stuff. I don't know. I'll think about that, because the fact of the matter is, one of the goals I have for all the stuff I'm doing, be it Just Another Fanboy, the live stream, or my other podcast, I want them to become better. And one of the ways that they're going to become better is through better technology. I need a better mic, I need a better computer, and I need a better way of doing video. I guess that would be a video camera, right? Well, I can't afford any of that stuff. So maybe I should try to set some Patreon goals there as well. Or maybe I should just become a millionaire. I like that second option better. I just don't know how to do that. I go out sometimes and I look under rocks and I look under park benches, hoping that I'll just find like a briefcase with, a couple of $1 million in it. And of course, I would do the right thing. I would take it to my local police station and I would say, I found a briefcase of unmarked $100 bills that come out to $1 million. And the police would take that briefcase and they would put it behind the counter and they'd say, well, good for you, sonny boy, for bringing that in. We're going to hold on to it for 90 days. And if nobody claims it, it's going to be yours. And then the light would shine down on me. And 90 days later, I would get that $1 million. That's how you become a millionaire, right? Isn't that how it works? I think that's how it works. But so far, I haven't found a briefcase full of money. What's up with that? I don't know. Let's wrap this up. We're getting kind of long in the tooth on this episode. This is my other podcast, folks. This is what you pay $1 a month for. But really, in the grand scheme of things, what's $1 a month? Some of you pay $2 a month. Some of you pay a little more. I don't care what you're paying. You're all awesome. I love you. I appreciate you. As bad as 2020 has been, the one bright spot I have in my life, other than my loving family, of course, that goes without saying. But the other bright spot I have in my life is y'all helping support me, helping me put food on the table. Literally, there are months when I come to a time when I'm like, I don't know if I have enough money to go out and get us some milk. Oh, well, there's the Patreon money I haven't put into the bank yet. Bam, you guys helped me put milk in the fridge. That's pretty awesome. You guys should pat yourselves on the back. Maybe you should get up and do a little dance. Hopefully you won't be as winded as I am when I do. Anyway, that's all I got. I'm out, folks. I love you. Good night. Sleepless in Seattle. Yeah, I said it. I'm not sure why, but I did. You've got mail.